Welcome back, everyone. Are you ready for a story that will push the boundaries of your morality? Today, we are dissecting the 2017 film Sister of Mine. Meet our protagonist, Oliver, a filmmaker whose entire world exists behind a lens. One night, while scrolling through an adult site, looking for a distraction, let's say, his world comes to a grinding halt. Amidst thousands of generic thumbnails, a familiar face flashes on his screen. It's a beautiful young woman with eyes that seem to speak directly to him. Oliver is stunned. He clicks the video, his heart hammering against his ribs, and his darkest fears, or perhaps his darkest desires, are confirmed. The woman in the video is none other than his half-sister, Aurora. They haven't seen each other in years, and she's currently living in Spain. Instead of reporting the video or feeling disgusted, a dark curiosity begins to consume Oliver. He can't erase the image of his sister from his mind. So, instead of sleeping it off, our hero packs his bags and decides to return to his hometown in Spain to find the star of the video he just watched. Upon arriving in Spain, Oliver plays the part of the innocent, long-lost brother. While Aurora is happily chatting with her best friend, Natalia, Oliver suddenly appears. "Do you still remember me?" he asks, his voice dripping with unspoken mystery. When Aurora realizes the man standing before her is her stepbrother, her face lights up with genuine joy. She greets him with a warm, tight hug, a hug that, for Aurora, represents sibling love, but for Oliver, marks the beginning of a twisted plan. Here, Aurora's welcoming nature is on full display. She offers Oliver a place to stay, but our filmmaker declines. Why? Because he doesn't exactly vibe with Aurora's mother, Julia. You know how it is. A mother's instinct is often sharper than a razor blade. Still wanting to help, Aurora lends him her car so he can get around the city. The next day, Oliver visits again. While Aurora trims Oliver's hair, a scene that feels incredibly intimate for two siblings, they share a deep conversation. Oliver learns that Aurora has a boyfriend and plans to move to Colombia soon to continue her studies. But before the conversation can get any deeper, they are interrupted by a call from Julia. While the mother and daughter are busy downstairs, Oliver is left alone in Aurora's bedroom. His eyes land on a strange-looking mask hanging on the wall. At lunch, the tension is thick enough to cut with a knife. Julia asks Oliver how long he plans to stay. "Maybe for a while," he replies, casting a meaningful glance at Aurora. Julia notices the subtle smiles they exchange, and as a mother, she knows something is off. During the drive home, Julia questions why Aurora had to lend her car to Oliver. She complains that he's too carefree and irresponsible. Aurora defends her stepbrother, claiming Julia just can't handle Oliver's personality. But Aurora has no idea what's coming. Soon after, she receives a package from Oliver. A gift? Not exactly. When she opens it in her room, she finds the same mask Oliver saw earlier. But here's the twist. Oliver has hidden a clandestine camera inside the mask. From that moment on, every move Aurora makes in her most private sanctuary is being broadcasted directly to Oliver's screen. This is where Oliver's creep factor goes into overdrive. The next morning, perched in front of his laptop, Oliver watches the footage. He sees Aurora just as she wakes up, wearing nothing but her undergarments. He even rewinds the footage to the previous day and watches her with her boyfriend, Carlos. The scene is awkward. As Carlos tries to be romantic, Aurora pulls away. "Why are you acting so distant?" Carlos asks. They haven't been intimate in a week, and Oliver is there to witness every crack in their relationship, savoring the drama like a front-row spectator. At a club, Natalia asks Aurora about Oliver. Aurora mentions that he hasn't been replying to her texts. But suddenly, Oliver calls and invites her to another party. Despite her hesitation, Aurora agrees to go, provided she can sneak away. In the middle of dancing with Carlos, she gets upset when he tries to get too close. She walks out, refuses a ride from Carlos, and heads straight to the location Oliver gave her. There, they lose themselves in a haze of alcohol and music. As the drinks flow, the boundaries begin to blur. Their movements become overly familiar, touches and glances that are no longer just siblings. The next evening, Oliver calls to apologize for what happened. Aurora tells him not to worry, saying it wasn't a big deal. She shares her anxiety about an upcoming exam, and like a supportive brother, Oliver comforts her. They agree to hang out again, just the two of them. One day, Aurora visits Oliver's apartment just as he's finishing a shower. While he gets dressed, Aurora's curiosity gets the better of her, and she starts poking around his camera. She finds a video of a woman in the mud, wearing only her underwear. Before she can see more, Oliver interrupts her. During lunch, Aurora vents about Carlos being too controlling. Oliver tells her she needs to be honest with him, but Aurora admits she doesn't have the heart to hurt him. When she asks Oliver if he has a special someone, he mentions the woman in the video, Karen, his ex-girlfriend. Oliver claims they filmed those explicit scenes because Karen enjoyed being watched. This gives Aurora the courage to make a confession of her own. She tells him that before Carlos, she had an ex-boyfriend who secretly recorded her, the very video Oliver saw on the adult site. And the shocker? Aurora admits she actually likes the idea of being watched. Seeing his opening, Oliver finally confesses about the hidden camera in the mask. He shows her the footage. Aurora is furious. "I'm your sister!" she screams. Oliver tries to downplay it, saying they are only half-siblings, and it's not that serious. But the damage is done. Aurora storms out. Later, while hanging out with Natalia, her friend notices she's in a bad mood. Natalia suggests a picnic and tells her to bring Oliver along. When Natalia admits she has a crush on Oliver and even makes a joke about how he'd be in bed, Aurora is offended. Is it jealousy, or just the sheer filth of the situation catching up to her? Back at home, Aurora searches her room until she finds the camera hidden in the mask. But instead of destroying it, she decides to play a game of her own. She texts Carlos and has him come over. The result? Oliver is forced to watch his own sister being intimate with Carlos. It's a twisted power play. Aurora knows Oliver is watching, and she uses the camera to torture his mind. The day of the picnic arrives. Along with their partners and Oliver, they head into the woods. When Aurora steps away to find a private spot to pee, Oliver follows her. In the middle of the trees, Oliver confronts her and touches her inappropriately. Aurora responds with a sharp slap. "Why didn't you remove the camera? Why did you let me watch?" Oliver asks. Instead of answering, Aurora suddenly kisses him. Unfortunately, Carlos sees them. But instead of making a scene, the heartbroken boyfriend silently walks away. That night, Oliver and Aurora fulfill their forbidden desires inside the car. But once it's over, the weight of the act hits Aurora. She breaks down in tears. When she gets home, she is met with a brutal slap from Julia. The mother knows everything. Julia drags her upstairs and locks her in her room. Meanwhile, Carlos shows up at Oliver's apartment with a baseball bat. He destroys everything, the camera, the projector, the laptop, and leaves Oliver beaten and bloodied. The next day, Julia takes Aurora to see a psychiatrist. But the questions only irritate Aurora further. At the library, she becomes the center of local gossip. "They're siblings," people whisper. Aurora tries to ignore the noise and focus on her exam. Oliver tries to call, but Julia answers, threatening to kill him if he ever goes near her daughter again. But an obsessed filmmaker doesn't quit easily. Oliver buys a new projector and laptop to continue his surveillance. On the other hand, Julia tries to convince Aurora that Oliver was just playing with her. But Aurora is stubborn. She claims she plans to go to LA with him. This forces Julia to be even stricter, treating her daughter as someone who is mentally unwell. One day, while in the car with her mother, Aurora's phone rings. Julia grabs it. In a fit of rage, Aurora tries to jump out of the moving car. A minor accident occurs, and Aurora manages to escape. She runs straight to Oliver's apartment to confront him. "You abandoned me!" she screams. Oliver apologizes, explaining that Julia was watching his every move. But then Aurora hears a noise. Out of Oliver's bedroom walks Natalia, her best friend, adjusting her clothes. Boom! Aurora's heart is shattered. She slaps Natalia, but her friend snaps back. "You need help, Aurora!" In that moment, the fog finally clears. Her mother was right. Oliver didn't love her. He was just after the thrill and the voyeurism. The love she thought was real was just a dark fetish. Aurora returns home filled with nothing but disgust. In her room, in front of the hidden camera she knows is still there, she performs one final act to end it all. She trims her private area while looking directly into the lens. Then she removes the camera. The show is over. Days later, Aurora takes her exam alongside Carlos, who is now her ex. Oliver? He's left hanging out with a crowd as messy and broken as he is, drowning his life in drugs and alcohol. One day, Oliver receives a parcel from Aurora. Inside, he finds the hair she trimmed during that final recording. Oliver is suddenly overcome with nausea. He washes the hair away immediately, and from the look on his face, he finally realizes how vile his actions were. His obsession has finally vanished, leaving behind nothing but the wreckage of their lives.